I have the live action Avatar next. It's very popular on Netflix as
Yeah.
it was projected to be. But what are your initial thoughts on it?
Oh, ew. Did you hear that? That was pretty
Ooh,
gross.
that was
Yeah.
juicy.
I feel like I should spit, but I don't know. Anyway, I didn't think it was that bad either, honestly. Even with all the changes that they did that were like, if you were like a fan, not even a diehard, if you're just a fan in general, like some of the decisions they made were questionable. But I thought about it a little more, like why did they even make it at all? It's sad to say, but I think they made it for the people that look down on cartoons, and it was on Nickelodeon, and it's like. So if you think about it that way, I think a lot of the changes they made kind of made sense. Cause I don't know. Actually, now that I said it out loud, maybe not. But I didn't think it was that bad. I will say I'm more excited for season 2 than anything, because seeing it just felt like I've seen this before. They followed the same episodes that you have to follow in order to understand it. Like what I'm trying to say is they followed the same episodes as the movie, so I felt like I saw this already. But like with season 2, it's like all new, fresh. Now it's exciting to see what they're gonna take and leave out from the season 2 of the original show. But yeah, I thought the casting was good. The castings I thought were really good. Everybody was well casted.
Yep.
I think it's just everything. It's more so. Everybody's been saying this. It's more so the writing. I don't want to harp on the writing too much because I still feel like they did a good job with the dramatic. For all the storylines, Katara, Sokka, especially Zuko and Iroh, like all the writing there, I think is solid. Like I still care about the characters. The only one that I'm really gonna harp on is Aang, because he's supposed to be the lead, but he still feels like he's taking a backseat from everybody. That's the only one I'm troubled with. But I still have faith with the writers. I feel like they're gonna take all this criticism and whatnot and really improve on it. Why wouldn't they?
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I had a scale here. I had a pretty clear scale going in of how highly I think of the show and how lowly I think of the movie. So I think
true.
Right now it kind of falls in the middle for me. It's not as good as the show, and it's not as bad as the movie. I enjoyed seeing, especially the bending. Just show the bending on screen in a cool way that it's supposed to be shown. That was a win because I liked all the bending. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fine. I'm kind of on the same boat as you in terms of Aang, not being they took out all the fun, goofy parts of him that were in the show, and I think it really takes away from his personality a lot.
Again, I think I feel bad for the actor because I keep seeing him in reels. He's a really funny dude, but can't really do it in the show, which is weird.
Yeah, and I get them having to mash together a lot of how the episodes usually go, which is cool. But I feel like they kind of overcooked it a bit, where they changed some things that probably would have been better to keep the same. Sometimes another one that I didn't like was the way that King Boomy was different. In the show, he's more. He's goofy, he's fun, he's wise, he's a good friend to Aang the whole time, and then in the show they made him kind of bitter almost, and he comes around in the end how he's supposed to, but I don't know, I didn't like it. It just rubbed me the wrong way for whatever reason. And Aang is just low key not that interesting overall. He's really serious. Everybody else is cool though, especially Zuko and Iroh. They do a really good job with them.
Yeah, I like that change with Zuko and Iroh with his whole they made his crew feel like actual characters because there's a whole difference there, and I thought that was really interesting too.
Yeah. I'm not sure why Azula and the
why they
Fire
introduced,
or maybe the Fire Lord I get because you're explaining Zuko's backstory. That's cool.
Yeah.
But Azula, I don't know if
she
that
didn't really need to.
Yeah, had to.
Well, I
be
guess
there.
because my main thing was her friends, because you didn't really need her friends. Zula, I get.
Yeah.
She didn't need to be in it that much though. Yeah. Because she was barely in season 1. She was just at the end of the season to show oh, he has a sister.
Yeah, so she was kind of just there. I get that they changed it so that she's already taken homage.
Like a main player. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was okay. Let's see. The Water Tribe, the Northern Water Tribe stuff was fine. It was good.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any issues there. I think it was more. Oh, the other thing is the pets, especially Appa.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So
I feel like
Appa
they're barely around.
Yeah, especially Appa was like so not around, and we're like,
The major thing happens in season 2.
Yeah, they're kind of like main characters, you know. Like there's a lot of these episodes that have Appa as part of the story, especially even in season 1, like the whole tunnel thing. That adaptation too, like having we can discuss the sibling thing, but that whole thing in the show, it happens because Appa, you know, he doesn't want to go in the cave and stuff, but like he's like in there with them, and then they get separated and all that. But I don't know, just like having them around on screen should have been more prevalent, I think. Especially
it's probably
with
money,
what
but
happens later.
Yeah,
it's definitely money, but like, come on, guys.
I know, like, they were barely in it. So like, when what happened to Momo happened in the that last episode.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, do it then, because you know he's barely around. I was like, he's barely around, so might as well just do it. And I actually felt something, so but.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's talk about the tunnel thing.
Yeah.
They changed it from the original show where it was it's supposed to be Aang and Katara trapped in the love tunnel. Yeah. And they changed it to be Sokka and Katara. Yeah. What did you think of that?
They pulled the Frozen. I thought it was fine, but I think that's just a problem with that in general, where they're not building up the romance between them at all. Which they probably got a complaint or something, or like somebody was like, you know, they're kids, they shouldn't be thinking about this right now. But I think we should have at least seen a little bit of it from Aang, though, because that's the whole thing. You know, he was a kid, he was away for 100 years, and then he still kind of wants to be a kid. So like, you know, and then that comes with like having a crush.
Yeah.
But yeah, we barely get any of that. Like barely.
Like, there's literally none of it. Yeah, there's zero hint of any romance at all between Aang and Katara, which is part of how the show builds up. So I don't. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So like, I watched compared to the original show. Season 1 did have quite a few like portions where it's like, okay, we're already building chemistry between these two characters, and then they kind of like completely took all of that out in the live action. So I mean, all of this stuff is just gonna make it harder for them to close it out, you know, in season 3. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what they do with the rest of it.
Also, I don't know if season 1 was like this because I don't remember, but like Katara was like the dad of the family in the show, and then the live action's really making it like Sokka, you know, he's the leader of the tribe and all that. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if that's how it was in the show, but I don't know. I just remember Katara being like, she was like the protector of Sokka, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Because she has that, or no, Sokka has the whole thing where he's like, I don't remember my mom, I just remember Katara. Because he says that, right, at some point.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Yeah, that's another, yeah, that's true. They made Sokka a little different. Yeah. He's a little more mature than in the show, I guess.
I will say, Sokka did make me laugh a little bit.
Yeah, it's harder to do a lot of the comedy that he has in the show, like in live action. So I give him credit. Like, I think he did a pretty good job overall. Because like, you can't do the same things as in an anime thing. Like, it's just cringy. But yeah, so for season 1, what would you give it out of 5?
It's a 3. It's fine. I mean, it is what you said. Like the live action movie. It's not just a bad adaptation. Like I think people like saying that movie is better than this show is. It's not just a bad adaptation. It's a bad movie. Like
that's a bad take.
It's a bad movie. Like in general.
Yeah.
You know, it's worse that if you're a fan. If you just were not a fan, then it's fine. But if you're a fan, so that was a 1. Yeah, this is a 3, and then the original show's a 5. I think that just the show itself is just crazy good. So it was never gonna live up to that. But
yeah, I'm with you. It's a 3. It does enough. It does the job, I guess. It's not going to live up to the show, but I mean, they have a chance to. They got 2 more seasons, but we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. If there was one thing that for sure that I wanted them to keep, though, it was Aang using. Well, that's the thing. He didn't even do any water bending, but
yeah. Why did they do that? Freaking even Katara, she kind of just low key just teaches herself and becomes really good. And in the show, why am I blanking on his name? The waterbender master, the master guy teaches both of them. Paku, yeah. and he
You know,
didn't.
I don't know why I remembered this, but one of the things I remember from the movie is when the Fire Nation attacked, and then they're all like banging their sticks, and then Paku's like, "Ooh," and then
Just
hitting the stick.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't.
Anyway,
That's another.
yeah.
They should. I don't know why
But yeah,
they took that out.
I wanted to see Aang do that. He's firebending, and then he hurts guitar because that was like I feel like that was a huge thing.
Wait, the firebending part was
I think that was season one. I think yeah, because they find a scroll, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can do it," and then he freaking.
Isn't that waterbend? Wait,
I think that was season one.
I think it might have been season 2, or because
shoot,
Jong. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
Shoot, I don't know.
I'm mixed up now.
Well, if it was season 2, then that's cool. But yeah, because it's a huge reason why he decides to take on Zuko as a mentor.
Yeah. I think it's season 2, but I could be wrong. Okay. But the whole waterbending, like they should have. I don't know. So I guess when we come back in season 2,
he's gonna be.
They have to show him learning waterbending at some point, right? So, which was supposed to have happened already. I don't know.
People are worried about the ages, like of the actors.
Oh,
I think it works out. I think it works out though, because they could easily say in between seasons there's like a time skip. Because there's the only.
Oh yeah, they took out the time thing.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Like, because in the show it's like, he has to defeat the Fire Lord by the end of the by the end of the year, summer, or whatever the fuck it was.
That,
yeah, but
there's a
they didn't say that here. He's just like, you have to defeat the Fire Lord.
So I think it kind of works.
So, yeah. What do you think of the change of having like Avatar Kyoshi, or like the way he talks to the avatars too? Because in the show it's more like Avatar Roku and stuff. Yeah, we should talk about that. What do you think,
dude? Yeah, I guess again, it makes more sense for live action and to explain it that way for like live action people. But then I'm trying to remember how the show did it, because the show was just like, I don't know.
Well, they all went to Roku's thing together, and then he explained everything. And they never talked to Kyoshi in the original show, but in this they had. I don't know. I guess they just noticed like a lot of people talk about Avatar Kyoshi, and
they're
so
like, "Oh yeah, her. She's her tall woman."
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what it felt like to me. Yeah. So, I
mean, it was cool, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's fine because the Avatar state itself was just like flexible anyway. Like the Force.
I just like the way it was done in the original. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah. Because it was like, when he went into Avatar state, it was like, it's over.
Yeah, in the live action so far, you don't really get that.
Yeah.
That's the other thing with the power levels and stuff. So when they were fighting in Omashu in the original show, Zuko never really touches Aang
every time.
Ever. Yeah, and in the live action here, they kind of made it a little closer where Zuko's getting some hits off, and I was like, I don't know about that one.
I know.
The whole point is that he's supposed to get wiped, you know?
Even though he's like, a kid and doesn't want to be the Avatar, he's still really powerful. Like, nobody really like touches him unless he has like an inner conflict going on.
Yeah, and I don't think they did a good job of like really showing
how powerful
Aang himself
just
is,
without even like learning anything. He like just airbending. He was still freaking
Yeah. So that could have been better too, but they got 2 more seasons to figure it out. So
So I'm excited for season. You knew that they got renewed for 2 and 3.
Yeah. So good for them. It's good. I think they can pick it up season 2. There's a lot of good stuff in season 2 to pick from.
Yeah, Toph. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, Toph.
It is interesting. Yeah, because you can feel like she is like a missing piece in their gang. So.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, season 2 has a lot of bangers, so we'll see. Cool. So let's move on